And here we go. The second series of the day. This time it's Onord versus Pure Tanner in Division 1. Tanner's second series and Onord's first that they play. And Tanner has to win here to keep the chances of the playoffs alive, as his opponent is none other than Onord. But Tanner lost the first series once more against Incha, the bane in Tanner's Steel Division 2 existence. Got him once more. So has to get at least a draw here, but more likely a win to keep the chances alive of moving on. So it won't be an easy task, but we have some absolute hotness here in this matchup coming for us. As on the left side in... we have to turn around. On the left side in red, Onord is bringing us the second Guards tank core. While it's on the right side in blue, Pure Tanner bringing us 16th Panzer. Will we see a King Tiger on the start? Will we see... How many King Tigers will we see? Big questions that we all ask each other. Whilst on the other side, Onord already started with an ISU and a T-3485. So some really hot stuff coming our way. But before we jump in, once more, yeah, here you see Tanner down 1-0 against Onord. Up here, Gonzo and Kers now leading Group A. Ryu and Skotter down 1-0-1 each. But way more important is that you can contribute to this tournament without having to pay anything yourself. All you have to do is click that claim code button and you add 25 cents off prize pool to these players, giving them a bit of appreciation for their games and maybe a bit more even, like real cash that will get given out to the top players, to the winners of Steel Division League Season 8. And if we reach $200, those won't just be the winners of Division 1, but also the top players of all the other divisions. So let's see if we can get there together. All you have to do is click that button to add a bit of money there. And if you have some money lying around and you want to support these tournaments even more, every little bit is welcome. Welcome. Big thanks once more to Alexander Gord, Witch Doctor, and Proxy for helping out with some direct donations already. So yeah, just go on to Matcherino down below on YouTube, in the chat right now, on Twitch, and click that claim code. That's it. Let's jump back in here and talk about the hotness upon us. Panzerschrecks, MG42s, Möbelwagen already in the south as well, 2-pack 40s. Not really that many units here on the battlefield. Is there an AA? Is there airplay here planned by Pure Tanner? Oh yeah. Oh, we see a go. Go, 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 go memes. One of my favorite memes in the early days of Steel Division. The Go 145B. I loved this thing in 20th Panzer. 16th Panzer has them as well. The napalm bombers are absolutely gorgeous. Only thing better by now is the third VDV Recon Bomber. But let's see. So it feels like there's one more thing missing. Maybe everything is just that expensive. We'll see. ISU and T-34 on one side. But there's also a lot of infantry around here for Onord pushing in. A lot of PTRS. Onord always around for some of those. 4 PTRS actually moving around. And ooh, 2 of them going real deep. Trying to bypass Tanner completely, and the Panzer Grenadiers won't see them. Auflair might spot them, but they're going for some really nasty action here. 222 tries to kill one. Will it succeed? Nope. It will just force it to unload, and the second one still will move on. PTRS will be able to smoke itself. Pioneers over here have to be careful as well. PTRS around them, 2. One goes down. 2 goes down. This is a big loss to Pure Tanner. 2 fuckable fighter bombers coming around. Yak not able to do any damage. Fuckable fighter bombers did their deed. But T-35 will be able to stop the Speerwagen, and losing 2 pioneers right now here is a big loss. Especially with all the PTRs also making reinforcements more annoying later on. Once more paying off here for Onord. Really, when it comes to being annoying with PTRs, few people are better. Go 145. tries to go for... Yak 90 tries to go for the go 145 here once more. Most likely will get the kill, but Möbelwagen plus Fokker Wolves might be able to finish off the Yak 90 afterwards. Tries to turn around here a bit. Will evade the Fokker Wolves for now. Both Fokker Wolves being so stacked is also rather dangerous. Möbelwagen not able to pin them down. Oh no, this is disaster, isn't it? Oh. Oof, evaded. Fury Tanner playing a really dangerous game here. Onord now retreating with the Yak 90. It might actually go down. Yeah, gets the kill there. Okay, that was bad play there by Onord. But 37mm are on the way now. Fokker Wolf should make it out now unless the perfect call in time comes in from Onord. But it doesn't seem to be the case. 12-12 still. More units on the way. PTRS over here got killed. PTRS over here is still on the battlefield though. Made it into its nasty spot. Meanwhile, Ghost coming in the north. Tanner wants to continue the meme, but 237mm on the side of Onord. And Panzer Grenadiers here are up for a nasty surprise with the PTRS around here. Ooh, this will be the third victim of the PTRS menace. Or maybe not. Okay, they're holding fire. Want to go for bigger targets. Panzer Grenadier doesn't seem to be worthwhile for Onord. Okay. Interesting. Ghost coming around. Going for some Automachiki. Second one doesn't drop its bomb there. And the 25mm AA is on the battlefield. 37mm down in the south. So 2 cards of AA in A phase for Onord already in the beginning of the game. Interesting. Meanwhile, Tanner will try to stop the AA with some mortar play. So Obachter coming in as well to give some radio. And to also allow for some more recon. 12-12 still on. Interesting game here in this one. .25mm pushing back the go 145. Might even be able to kill it off. Will be close, but no. Warp speed was activated beforehand. Go will get out. Back to base. Panzer Grenadier coming in here as well. MG42 engaging onto the Maxim, but OB25 is around to finish it off most likely. 40 holding fire. So this MG42 seems to be toast. Don't think trying to run away will help there. MG42 over here also getting hit by the ISU. Maxim goes down to the Pak 40 at least. Ooh, and the MG42 actually gets out of range. Close, but does do the job. MG42 over here will try to run away. ISU not hitting it this time. PTRS not on hold fire anymore. Didn't got a kill yet though. Sis2 in a nice spot. Beobachter coming in there as well. Pioneers and Panzer Grenadiers holding the line. E2 bomber in the south. It's the Pak 40. Will most likely kill it off. And then a push for the flag comes in. MG42 trying to hold the line. 2 mortar half-tracks on the way. No King Tiger in A phase, but good possibility for one in B phase, I would say, with Maverick. ISU trying to hit hard. MG42 needs to retreat. Off mortars now trying to hit the Sis2 and afterwards the AA piece. 13-11 for Onord. Fokker Wolf coming around. One hitting the Guardia pretty well. One not quite doing the job. Nothing coming in around the PTRS right now. OB25 losing the fight against the MG42. T34 though tries to come up to change that. Guardia over here most likely will get pinned down as well. But not killed. And the MG42 now needs to disengage there. But it seems like the T-34 will be able to finish the job. Ooh, or not. Another Pak 40 coming up. We are nearly through A phase. Mortar not killing off the CIS-2, but doing a lot of good damage. CIS-2 over there also under fire. Also in range of the radio, so the mortar will be pretty accurate. 25mm though, doesn't get hit as well. CIS-2 here, once more under fire. Aufklärer still having a line of sight on top of it. Onord now trying to move it away. Will it get hit before it can get out? The hit's all a bit unlucky there for Puritanners so far. None directly onto the CIS-2. Ooh, that was close. That would have hit if the CIS-2 wouldn't have moved. And Onord keeps the CIS-2 alive. Second CIS-2 also makes it out. 14-10 for Onord. Panzerschreck coming in the south. Möbelwagen number 2 as well. Grille. Ooh, in a fight with the PTRS. PTRS trying to come around again. Tanner realizes it relatively early on though. PTRS so far only with bounces. Good save there. Go. Can try to deal with that. Have to split out so that the Jak 9T can't kill both before the Möbelwagen can do its job. But now we'll try to finish it off. Second Möbelwagen a bit too far away to deal enough damage, most likely, to kill off the Jak 9. Maybe? Well, Möbelwagen has a good Flak 43. Gets the job done. Okay, not worth it at all for Onord there, trying to hunt down the Geo. Second Jak 9T actually bites the dust. But the Geo here still hasn't found the PTRS. But a lot of infantry comes down into this position. Mortars trying to stop them. Panzergrenadiers trying to help out as well. Möbelwagen coming up there too. Good force. Good quick thinking here by Tanner. But the 59 is real. Guardias need to be pushed back. The flag needs to be retaken eventually. P2 coming down in the south as well. Möbelwagen not around just yet. PTRS still trying to disengage. Geo not able to find the kill there. P2 gets the kill onto the Pak 40. 59 still on. No King Tigers so far. Rather more Pioneers. I'm not quite sure if Pioneers are the right unit for this terrain though. They feel a bit mispositioned in this sector of the map. PTRS still alive. Geo not able to find the kill there. And PTRS might be able to snipe this. Nice micro here, really showing why these twos are in Division 1. PTRS trying to run away once more. ISU getting a good hit on the Panzergrenadier. That's another P2 gets another run in the south. Focke-Wulf though on the heels of the P2. Möbelwagen plus Focke-Wulf might be able to do it. Ooh, Focke-Wulf getting really close. Gets some shots in here, gets the kill. P2 goes down in flames. 37mm hits the Focke-Wulf pretty hard as well. But 37mm usually shouldn't be enough to get the kill there. Focke-Wulf fighter bomber also coming in. Gets a good bombing run off. Kills a Maxim. Second one with another bombing run. I'm not quite sure on what. No, it didn't got the bombs off. What? Okay. But one did got the bombs off. And the P2 is down. Pioneers also here now hunting down the PTRS. PTRS still try to run away. Pioneers though should be able to catch them now. Möbelwagen down here needs to be careful. Don't want to lose the Möbelwagen to the PTRS here. To the OB-25. Grille now having a line of sight onto the OB-25. Getting a shot off. Infantry down here has been dealt with. Grille not on target. Pioneers should be able to get the kill. Möbelwagen here didn't retreat in time. ISU gets the kill there. Not great for our player in blue. Grille once more off target there on the OB-25. Pretty unlucky for Purittanner. Now the Grille should get the kill. And it does. But 59 still ticking. ISU and T-34 moving forward. Up here, still a stalemate. Mortar trucks trying to get some kills onto the CIS-2 still. One mortar truck somehow went down. I'm not sure to what. I guess it might have been the ISU there. Bit of position there once more. Nice snipe there for Onord. 1410 though has been reestablished. Pack 40 gets hit by the Guardia. Not a nice spot here either. Should have been a bit further back, I guess, into one of these covers. And Tanner under heavy pressure. Storm Pioneers need to smoke themselves. Need to disengage. Panzer 4 leader versus T-3485. Both 2-star veteran team. So the T-3485 should be favored there. Luck 38, 20mm trying to come up. Pack 40 getting hit by the infantry. It's not great. Pioneers here do little at all. Mortar half-track though was able to kill the Sis-2 and is now also hitting the infantry here pretty well. Some Pioneers coming in. T-34-76 is something that can be sneaked upon by the Panzerschreck. And the Automachikis versus Pioneers and Sturm Pioneers should fall as well. First one will get hit over here. Automachiki trying to move in as well. Second Automachiki should get hit here. Yes. TNT flies. Flame flies as well. So this Automachiki squadron is dead. Ognomachiki should go down as well, but the P2 is in. So the infantry here of Tanner needs to spread out. Good micro there. One Panzer Grenadier will fall, but the flag falls for Onord. Panzerschreck gets the kill onto the T-34. Not much holding the line here, but the pressure on the south is big as well on Tanner's side. Panzer 4 went down, but so did the T-34-85 at least. Some Pioneers trying to move through here as well. 1311 is on. A pretty tough fight for both sides. A lot of things moving on. Now the Sis-2 has come up, but the Spähwagens could be dealing with the 25mm here. That could then allow the fighter bombers to really wreak a lot of havoc in the north. Wolf fighter bombers not finding targets here. Bit of a waste. Once more, just flying around. Tiger E coming in. Interesting. Still no King Tiger. Pioneers moving a bit further forward again. Loading over here. ISU and T-34 still pretty dangerous. Now able to shoot on the support line over here. Pioneers under fire too. First 25mm gets killed off by a 222. Automachiki over here under heavy fire as well. Should fall most likely too. Yeah, there we go. Couple of Guardias trying to save the position, but there's a lot of firepower here really coming up for Tanner. Just at the south is in a lot of trouble. Tiger E trying to move forward. Wibbelwagen should be kept alive. It's a pretty important unit here. Pioneer gets hit as well. Some Pioneers moving forward. The Wibbelwagen makes it, first of all, is pretty helpful against the Guardia DP, as you can see here, and also makes it a lot easier to kill off the PE2s by dealing a bit of damage to them. Guardia DP down here gets pinned down, gets pushed back. Some Pioneers trying to get over onto the other side, smoked himself off against the T-34-85. Wouldn't have expected anything else from our smoke master, Yuri Tanner. Our god of smoke in Wano. Panzer Grenadier versus Guardia over here. Guardia should fall. KFZ could move forward there as well. Panzer Grenadier pushing forward. Spähwagen get the kill there. It's ammunition. We'll try to move to the other side. Pioneer versus Guardia. 1410 for Onord though. Tiger E hitting the Guardia DP over here. Needs to be careful. Well, Guardia most likely not doing too much with a PTRD, but could get a nasty crit eventually maybe. That's 2 T-34-85 versus 1 Tiger E. Is a pretty fair match. And the Katyusha, ooh, that's good play there by Onord. With the pre-aim. 1311, Katyusha now opens up fire. Tiger E in trouble. King Tiger on the way though. Behind it. Katyusha's not hitting the Tiger good enough to fully stun it down just yet. And that's pretty important for Tanner, being able to keep this Tiger E fully controlled. Möbelwagen though needs to disengage. Ooh, you don't want to lose that Möbelwagen. Tanner needs to react. Möbelwagen gets penetrated there once, but still could disengage here. Isn't doing it so just yet though, and will fall. So once more, AA goes down. Yak 9T's hunting down the Fokker Wolf up here in the north. No AA around for that.
It's about time.
STKZ could hit over here. And the King Tiger is moving forward. Tiger E coming up as well. Yak 9T disengaging. Rajvetka in a good spot. 13-11 still on for Mr. Onord. And the Tiger falls to the T-34 85. Fokker Wolves trying to come in, but no AA around to support them right now. Tiger E on the battlefield. King Tiger on the battlefield. Driller helping out as much as it can from the rear as well. Fokker Wolf get their bombing run through at least. Then the 37mm forced them back. Maxim should fall. King Tiger on the move. Tiger E will try to change this position, but the ISU is dangerous. Is really dangerous for Tiger E. And the Air Force of Onord is running rampant in the north. Yak 9T can be good at pinning down infantry. P2 can be good at killing off anything out there. So this is a big problem. This is a really big problem for our player in blue. As otherwise the north would be an easy scenario if air superiority would have been achieved. But that's not the case. 3 Yak 9Ts. It's not something you want to fly into with a Fokker Wolf. The PD2 is really bullying. No AA around, no Möbelwagen anymore. The loss of the Möbelwagen really hurts. Big Tiger also not able to find any kills onto some T-34s yet. T-34 now in a position where it could hit the flak feeling as well, as there's no tank in the south to help out there. And push that back since the Tiger has fallen. So not a good scenario currently for Tanner. Flak 38 goes down. Flak feeling under heavy fire. King Tiger now even might get bullied down by the Yak 9T. Coming from the rear. Doing a lot of stress damage. Oh, this is not great. This is not great for our player in blue at all. Yak 9T here can now just stun down the Yak 9T, the King Tiger. And then the T-34 can finish it off. As the 37mm does good stress against armored vehicles. King Tiger pinned down, and this might be it. As the King Tiger now most likely will have an angle where you can sideshot it with the T-34 85s and just kill it off. Onord now trying to follow that up. Yeah, King Tiger showing side armor here now. It tries to run away. Yak 9T, keep it pinned down. AA losses just too many on the side of Tanner. Not winning the air war, which was obviously the plan. Will get killed off before it can do much against the T-34 85. P2 is now hunting down the King Tiger as well. The big game hunting is on. And this King Tiger won't make it out. There are too many hunters with too many big guns around. Or explosives in disguise. Trying to hit it. Okay, the P2 bomb's actually falling off way off target, but there's just nothing to save it here. T-34 85s eventually will kill it off. They seem to have a rough time getting on target, but there we go. T-34 85 kill off the King Tiger, and we are now in sea phase. So there's no replacement for this, and Tanner surrenders. GGVP, interesting game, really tense action, but in the end, Onord prevails, doesn't get killed off by the air cheese, or like the interesting strategies. It wasn't really cheese, but it was for sure an interesting start here from Pure Tanner. PTRS is for sure annoying. Stopped Tanner's start from being as effective as possible, and the kill on the Möbelwagens for sure was one of the key moments in this game. The Möbelwagen in the north getting killed by the ISU, and the Möbelwagen in the south then later on getting killed off by the T-34 85, so that the King Tiger didn't have any protection towards the air. Was pretty rough. Good counters there by Onord found for all the units that Pure Tanner threw his way. And yeah, 1-0 here for Onord. So Tanner needs a win in game number 2 to keep any chances of moving on to the playoffs alive. And that won't be any easier with the pressure mounting. But we saw a lot of good moves here as well. So I don't think there's no chance at all for that. I think Tanner has for sure a shot if the strategies that he created work out. And we will see what the matchup will be in 3 minutes. Don't run away. Let's go in this. So here we return game number 2 between Onord and Tanner. And we are once more on a Slutsk map. As somehow with Onord it always seems to be the way it pans out. But this time it's our player on the left in form of Onord who's playing the big honks. Whilst Tanner on the right is playing a division that we don't see too often, but I'm pretty sure one certain Polish person living in the US at the moment is pretty happy to see this. First Panzerner is around. The Polish armored division, the winged hussars, have arrived. And they're up against the 20th Panzer Grenadier. There's only one map that you ever would want to pick 20th Panzer Grenadier in, but that one is the one we are on, Slutsk West. The Feldstiger on the way, Flak Panzer 34 are on the way as well. And a lot of flamethrowers and Stoßtruppen trying to hold the front line there. What's on the other side? Gromvolts in all the different shapes. And Morris LRCs with boys on the way as well. 5 Morris LRCs, that's quite the meme. Like 40 could slaughter quite a couple of them. Let's see how this goes, how this push here works out. Morris, get on the fire. One will fall. Let's see how many more till they get where they want to be. As Pure Tanner is taking up 13-11. Both sides playing Maverick in this game. So that's quite hot. It's quite the cool game. I like this matchup a lot. A matchup that we don't see too often. 2 divisions that we maybe have like 2 or 3 times a season at max. And we're getting them in the Division 1 matchup. Really showing you that these 2 players are not your ordinary player. Like 40 under here, under fire. Always like to see Tanner's ingenuity at work. Cromwell trying to come up there from the rear with 2000 meter HE against the Pak 40. Push is coming in, but a Feldstiger is already around, supported by a 2-star veterancy Flak Panzer T-34, so air is not an option to beat this. Artillery might be, but Cromwell here on the heavy fire needs to get out of there, and that quickly, but does have a bit of ground to cover there. Bounces the shot of the Tiger. Okay, that was quite lucky. I mean, it's a Cromwell 7. It has 120mm of frontal armor. But it will still take one more shot, and that was the last one it was able to take. As it goes down in flames. Meanwhile, Onord a bit on the push in the north. Half tracks though, trying to prevent it from moving any further. Torsinia Bren, the Bren groups, trying to hold the line there. Vickers HMG on the way as well. 1410 currently for Tanner, as these 2 flags have been captured. Morris LRCs are around as well. 17 pounder on the battlefield. Kubel MG on the battlefield as well. Ooh. Gets sniped by the 17 pounder. But that's an interesting one. Whilst Crusader AA coming from the rear here as well. PTRD trying to disengage. IG-18. Bit fire on Ponnet. Vickers is on the way to come up. 1410 here for Tanner. Crusader Mark II coming up from the rear. And Morris LRC under fire by the Panzerschreck. Goes down. And Grenadier over here get hit as well. Morris LRC disengaging. Keeping their MG fire upon the Panzer Grenadier. Stuk 4 will fire or not. Was close to firing onto these. Not getting a shot off though. Saperji with Piat on the way. Trying to hunt down the Stuk 4. 1410 is happening. Some mortars coming up for Tanner. So obviously the long game combined arms will be better for Onord if Tanner lets that happen. But Tanner has the cheaper stuff around and gets the combined arms earlier, like Onord currently couldn't afford any artillery whatsoever. Tanner can, but the Morris LRC has to be careful here. Comes around a bit too early, Saperji gets pushed back as well. No real rate to run. Well, maybe should just try to run around here. Morris LRC getting hit, Panzerschreck will most likely finish it off. So Morris LRC really not achieving much there. Bit of a misinvestment in the long run, I guess. Half-track over here falling as well. HMG trying to come up. Cromwell is around here though. Feldstiger holding the ridge. 1410. Leader Stewart on the way. 81mm mortar. Trying to hit its targets. Flamethrower infantry. Getting pinned down. Virginia Bren moving forward. 1311 continues here for now. Cromwell's in the forest, but only AA and HE ones. 17 pounder, the only meaningful AT currently in the south. As the Hurricane tries to come in, but the Flak Panzer, well, the Flak Panzer is slightly out of position here. Otherwise, this Hurricane would be in a lot of trouble. Not able to find a target though. Or not willing to find a target. No! Ooh, Tanner too late with the micro there. And the Hurricane falls back into the Flak Panzer 34E, and that's Hurricane is down. 2-star veterancy. Even the BF-109 comes in. That was unnecessary. That didn't need to be called in. The Flak Panzer would have done the job perfectly fine. The Crusader Mark II, not a bad AA piece at the moment either. BF-109 taking some heavy damage there. Mortar trying to deal with the pack. Stewart leader trying to move forward. Engaging onto the IG-18 maybe. What's the 6-pounder here? Gets bullied back by the IG-18. And will fall actually. Banner not trading as well as hoped for, I guess, right now. Still has the 1311 at the moment, but the trades for sure mostly go in favor of Onord at the moment. Cromwell trying its best to beat back the MG42 here. Feldstiger doesn't want to risk it on the battlefield. Firefly up in the north. Whilst the artillery over here is hitting the IG. 18. J87D3 coming in with some recon. No AA up in the north. So that could be abused. Panzer Grenadier under fire by the Cromwells now. That's the perfect target for the Cromwells here. Both the AA and the HE ones easily overwhelming that. Pack 40 meanwhile moving forward. Stuck for a round as well. Not quite able to get a shot off though. So good positioning there. Panzer Grenadier is also moving a bit too far forward maybe. Will get light up by an HE and an AA Cromwell. And will fall within no time. So good kills there for Tanner. Spitfire has to be super careful in the north. Flak 41 is around. Ooh, that is not sounding good for the Spitfire. Needs to try to get to the south before the BF-109 comes around again. Firefly trying to get a shot off. Has the range advantage against the Stuk 4 and the Pack 40. So could try to abuse that. Cromwell over here still hitting the MG42, but has to be careful. The Feldstiger is around. Ooh, going a bit too far forward there, and transmission damage is pretty bad. Yeah, Tanner wants too much there. And will most likely pay for it. The Feldstiger gets the kill. Losing a Cromwell like this, not great. Not great at all. What's the Firefly? Uses its mediocre HE shell to hit the Panzer Grenadier up in the north. Leader Stewart is still trying to support the infantry. But one of the 81mm mortar went down. More infantry coming up as well. Southern section. Not that easy to beat, but Tanner keeps up the 1311. On a map like this, every single tick is worth quite a bit. So we are close to getting into B phase. Let's see if Tanner can keep up the pressure. Panzer Grenadiers coming up over here in white good numbers as well. And the kind of DPS up there, not as good when it comes to full-on DPS, but pretty cost efficient. 2 DPS for a pretty cheap price. Firefly here, trying to hold the line. BF109, G6, U4 actually strafing down the Firefly. Spitfire's trying to hunt it down, but the Flak 41 is still around, and they are not that much faster. Yeah, they're only 20 kmh faster. So not the greatest idea. Mortar could pin down the Flak 41 maybe though, and then some bombers could come in, and I'm not sure what you get as bombers. You get some Hurricane bombers, I think. I'm not sure what the bigger bombers in that deck are. Guess some mosquitoes as well. I don't think you get any level bombers, but I might be wrong on that. Maybe finish off the Flak 41 then. But there's no HE shells on the mortar either. Sexton's coming in, okay. Haven't seen any Sextons in a long time. That's interesting. Has a decent rate of fire. But the artillery piece itself is only mid-level when it comes to damage output, as it is below 100mm. 17 pounder holds the line. Tanner keeps the tick upcoming. Like 40 versus Firefly is not great for the Firefly though. Has to be careful. Does get missed with the first shot. Doesn't see the Pak 40 anymore though. Tanner needs to react soon. Oh, gets penetrated here. And the Pak 40 gets another shot off, and that is it for the Firefly. Losing a Firefly like this is bad, and that's always the problem with the Firefly. Like, yes, it can penetrate big tanks, but it also gets penetrated by medium tanks and medium AT pretty easily. And against those, it doesn't trade as efficiently. BF109 G2R1 coming in here, trying to deal with the Truzhnia Bran, and will do so. But the Spitfires are on its heel, and if they get the kill, this wasn't really worth it at all. And the Spitfires do get the kill. The Spitfires Mark 9C, really solid one. BF109 G6 U4 not able to follow it up. 2 Sextons now coming in. 12-12 though has been re-established as the flag in the south has fallen. Velky Piat holding the line. Could be supported by the Scrumble and the AA. Wait, did both of the AA crumb? Ah no, the Crusaders did reposition. Spitfire coming in here. Trying to deal with the BF109 once more. No AA in the north right now. And they seem to be too slow once more. Well, getting some damage in here. Oh, one BF109 goes down. One big air loss there for Onord once more. O4's on the way. Sextons trying to be as helpful as possible. Let's more Strelky Piats come in. Black Panzer 34 are moved to the south. STKFZ with Flak Feeling moved in here. So AA setup for Onord is pretty strong. Around the south, and in the north the single Flak 41 also does its job correctly. Whilst more units run through the Pak 40. Not much there to kill it off. Sextons could do the job though, if they would try to fire upon it. But they're currently busy with other targets. With targets that moved away. 12-12 though is on. Carrier with Bran trying to move around. Gets the flag. 13-11 once more for Tanner. Keeps up the take. So the Bran carrier should just stand still, not reveal itself, otherwise it might get shot at. Okay. Onord keeps on getting ticked. Rumble Mark 5 coming in. We see more heavier tanks for Onord now though. And they counter Cromwell pretty well. One of them is the Panzer 4/5, or 5/4, which is a Panther hull with a Panzer 4 turret. So it has a bit more frontal armor, but a bit less and a bit same penetration as a normal Panzer 4. Black Panzer Panther coming around as well. So more flak feelings. So air really is kind of dead. Whilst the Jagdpanzer is moving forward. 12-12 is going on. Rumble from the rear. Crusader up as well. Sexton trying to do some damage. Panzer Grenadier gets hit. Stewart coming around over here. 12-12 is on. Vickers needs to hold the line. Cromwell needs to hold the line. Those troops sitting around. 17 pounder holding the rear as well. 6 pounder coming in. 12-12 still on. Welky Piat holding the line. Cromwell hitting the infantry. 12-12 is what we were at. But obviously still 35 minutes away from any from the end, so a lot of time for Onord. Not even halfway through, not even close to halfway through this game. Only nearly a third played right now. The tenor tick is somewhat sizable at least. So I'm not sure how you are supposed to beat more and more Stuk force with a support and Jagdpanzer force and then maybe an elephant even coming in. Oh, might not even need an elephant in this game. I would say maybe one card of elephants would be fine. Together with the Befehlstiger, so that you have something that beats Fireflies easily. But other than that, the Jagdpanzer counters every other tank in the arsenal of 1st Panzerna. All the Cromwells and Shermans get hit by that. Cromwell trying to come around over here. Tries to get a shot off onto the Stuk. Doesn't succeed. 6 pounder trying to hold the line in the center. 12-12 still going on. 17 pounder in a perfect spot down here. IG-33 might push it out of there though. If it doesn't die. Okay. That's a weird looking order. Whilst Crusader A moves to the south again. 17 pounder in a good spot. Hitting the Jagdpanzer. Gets the transmission damage. Jagdpanzer tries to disengage. Will be able to do so. Sexton's permanently firing. Now trying to hold the Flak 41. Not achieving too much, but keeps the infantry of the opponent stressed. And tries to kill off the Flak 41. So far no damage on it though. 12-12 is still the number on the side. Onord hasn't ticked Puritaner for a single second, but still seems to be the one that is in the lead at the moment. As there's just a bit more blue around on the battlefield. And the 12-12 goes on. M5 half-track on the hill. Div1 G6 U4 will try to hunt them down. Spitfire goes down in flames. Div1 chasing up the other one. Crusader trying its best to get the kill together with the Bofors. It might succeed. Achilles is on the hill. BF-109 really close to dying. Will it go down? Oh boy, it's clutch, but the BF-109 makes it out. Meanwhile, Spitfire. Oh, sorry. Meanwhile, Spitfire. Oh my god, guys. I misclicked there. I'm sorry. 12-12 is going on. Meanwhile, Spitfire nearly went down there to the Flak 41 to finish my sentence I started before that mishap. Cromwell trying to help out from the side, but it's a 13-11 for Onord. And that would be enough to win over Tanner here in the long run. Strelky Piat holding the line versus the Panzer Grenadier. Sexton's really trying to achieve something here, but they are not doing that at all. Like 41, still 0 damage on it. And the artillery down here also not super efficient. Not convinced by that unit at all. Sexton just doesn't seem to do as much as you would expect out of it. Not quite a Hummel or so. And even Hummels are only mediocre. In 1v1 that is. 14-10 now for Onord. Field Stealer trying to come around, trying to deal some damage. 17 pounder is there. Could get the kill, not getting the kill though. The Field Stealer and IG-33 most likely will finish it off. Ooh, it gets one more shot. Does it get the kill? No, it doesn't. And the 17 pounder bites the dust. And the 14-10 for Onord continues. Achilles and Crumble's on the way. Trying to finish it off. Crumble Mark 6 in the south, also trying to hit the Pack 40. Achilles continues firing. Crumble hits the IG. 17 pounder firing now as well. Achilles not finishing the job though. 17 pounder also not doing it. The Feldstealer has a good frontal armor against that. It's not that easy to penetrate. And Pack 40 coming in as well. IG-33 now too. And the Befehlsjäger Porsche just doesn't seem to go down. IG and Pack 40 under fire as well. 13-11 though for Onord. Okay, 12-12 re-established. Tanner is still ahead, but 30 minutes to go. And the pressure is mounting. Sexton's really not getting the success. And the first big elephant has reached the battlefield. Slowly but surely moving in. 40 km/h on the road, 29 off-road. So will take a while to arrive on the front line. This absolute beast of a unit. But it will arrive eventually with its 190 frontal armor. That's 230 penetration. $17 pounder at least gets the Jagdpanzer over here. But the Wildtiger still around. IG-33 got the 17 pounder there as well. And Onord is still ticking here. Elephant over here also has reached the front line. Yeah, double elephant. And there's not much to penetrate that. And with the AA set up behind it, I don't see how Tanner is breaking that at the moment. Okay, at least gets the Stoke with the Sextons, but the artillery doesn't really do it. The air could do it if the AA wouldn't be around, but it doesn't. And the anti-tank guns are just not good enough to kill off elephants and stuff like that either. So the 17 pounder here falls, and I feel like Onord now will just push our player in red off the map. Tanner had the chance in the early game, but wasn't able to use it. Was just a slight bit too slow there. Slight bit too little pressure. And now Onord seems to be able to take control of this and push Tanner in big time. Really trying to think about what you could have to deal with this situation, but Fireflies ain't really cutting it. The artillery not doing it, and you need to kill off the enemy AA basically with the artillery to get through with that. And you, even with good artillery, you wouldn't really kill that AA, as the Flakpanzer, Panther, and T-34 are relatively heavily armored. So getting the kill on these will be tough, and with the current performance, they're really strong. Panzer Grenadiers moving in over here. Strelky Piat has to disengage. Kruzhnia Pren will try to hold the line, but the 14-10 is just most likely good enough already. I mean, for now, Tanner has the advantage, but keeping the 12 for so long against such beast units and without any cover to hit the enemy from is not easy. Force getting hit by an IG-33. Meanwhile, down in the south, we have Dorstruppen capturing a flag as well. 13-11. Tiger E trying its best here. Hitting the Strelky LKM. Strelky Piat. Panzer Grenadier just next to it. Good fire. Dealing with the Panzer Grenadiers. Trying to deal with them. But the IG-33 Pack 40 combo is schon annoying. South is under the hands of Onord. Panzer Grenadiers And Pioneer's in the rear. 17 pounder once more bites the dust. Firefly gets an MG42. Befehl's Tiger in the round in the rear. Panzer Grenadier number 50 or so coming in now in the north. And they just need to survive long enough for the elephants to do the job. Elephant getting another target here. Cromwell needs to disengage if it wants to see another day. But doesn't do so just yet, and the elephant will eventually kill it off. Penetration now. Aiming for another shot, and then another shot most likely will be the end of this Cromwell. There good goes, and the Cromwell bites the dust. Sextons firing non-stop throughout the game. But at so little effect. Like the Flak 41 still has 6 hit points. The infantry here still is more numerous, or at least same amount. Feels like for Onord than for Tanner, so there it also didn't help too much. Really surprisingly inefficient, and the long-range fire support for Onord is really key here. The IG-33 Flak 40s stuck for holding the line against the Cromwell down here. Cromwell under pressure, Piat as well. And yeah, it feels like a slow death animation now for Puri Tanner. I tried to find a way of how to, like, in my mind, and so does Tanner obviously in the game right now, try to find a way to deal with this. Maybe big smoke play or so, but just don't see it. Like maybe some big smoke play with the Sextons into some Cromwell push, but that even that would have had to come earlier. But now there's just too many good tanks and anti-tank guns defending each other, giving each other cover around, so you can't just rush a spot down either. And Tanner's advantage is nearly gone by now, and holding a 12-12 for the next 24 minutes is looking pretty impossible. Achilles even going down over here against the Jagdpanzer. 6-pounder at least. Might be able to get a kill there. Onto the Stuk. Big artillery gun coming in here as well. Felter beats the 150mm, but Stuk 4 falls beforehand at least. So now Onord is up to a 59 with the kill in the center. Okay. Tanner really so under such heavy pressure. Absolutely in a pickle here. Dragoni coming in. Having a Piat, but getting them on top something to hit with the Piat, if they hit with the Piat, in this game seems pretty tough as well on this map. And I'm a bit surprised by Tanner's pick for this map. Like, don't know, maybe I expected more than, like a bigger, better push. The Morris LRC push didn't really seem like a great idea, to be honest. 14-10 here for Onord. And the Spitfire is under fire by 2 flak feelings, which currently usually means you're dead, but the Spitfire just makes it out with a fraction of health left. Can't wait for the flak feeling to be slightly nerfed again. Half track getting some kills here. Flak 41 holding the line. Gets another half track. And the Onord is just so close to victory now. Smoke is up. Artillery coming in. 13-11. Trying to get onto the IG into Flak 41. Even the Flak 41 still not quite down. Still on 2 hit points. Even though it got under fire for such a long time. Felter is doing a job better in the south. 13-11 here for Onord versus Tanner. IG-33 shooting everywhere. Felter doing its job. Befehl's Tiger doing Befehl's part now, as the elephants and the Jagdpanzers are around. Town here seems to be a bit stuck, but that might change eventually. IG-33 though goes down. 12-12 re-established. Actually, Tanner currently still slightly up. So if Tanner can hold this for 22 minutes, Tanner will win, but I'm just not seeing how. Somehow though, Tanner somewhat grinding back in here. But 2 elephants is pretty tough. More Panzer Grenadiers, more MG42s coming up as well. Both sides so low in income. Both sides only getting 80 points per minute. So replacing an elephant at the moment would be rather costly. More than 3 minutes of income. But just don't see how one of those could be killed right now. Elephant opening up fire against this Strelky Piat. Ooh. And Pack 40 getting pinned down over here. Black Panzer Panther sitting up there. 14-10 here. The blue player is keeping up what he began like 15 minutes ago. One bit by bit dismantling Tanner's force here. And this is really not the strength of 1st Pichotti. Long drawn out games ain't what they are in here for. Strelky Piat getting hit by the Pack 40. SDKZ 7/1 moving in as well. But the Sextons don't do much, and now Onord is ahead of Tanner. Gets a kill at least on the Panzer Grenadier. More Pioneers coming up. Schwerefelder for a good shot into the south. IG-33 is up here as well. And yeah, this is a tough fight, as it is so much about the deck now. Like it often is on Slutsk, to be honest. Like it's about picking the right map for the right division for the right map, and then getting the right setup on it. But just doesn't feel like First Panzer has a map for division for this map. It doesn't have 2000 meter range HE as like support gun. I mean, it has the Cromwells, it has the Fireflies, but all of these, like the Firefly HE at least is good on 2000 meter, but the Cromwell, the Firefly loses against 2000 meter range against the Befehlstiger and the Elephant easily. So, or the in IS2, so it's a really tough one for Tanner here. You just have the numbers at the beginning, I think. You have to try to leverage that, like that the Cromwells are cheaper and so on. And he tried for sure, but it just doesn't work out. No, the Sextons really try to do their job, but oh my god, are they bad. Oh my god, are they bad. Pack 40 trying to get some kills here as well. It's the Schwerefelder continuously punishes the south. 6-pounder under heavy fire. Sextons once more trying to get something killed here. Not having done any damage just yet. Spitfire flying around. Well, it's Strelky Piat hit the Panzer Grenadier. 3 is pretty on par there. So the 1311 is just really clean now for Onord. 150mm trying to hit the south. Artillery coming in from the other side as well onto the Pack 40. But not quite good enough. 17 minutes here. Befehlstiger trying its best to kill off more infantry. Will succeed in that. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised by the tenacity of Tanner here. Like, what's the idea? I mean, you have to have an idea at this stage, right? Like, why you're staying in here. Like, an idea of how you will try to win. And I tried to figure it out right now, but I just don't see it. Like, just clear on traits obviously don't work. We have seen that before. Elephants and so on out-trade any other armored formation, if used correctly. And yeah, it's just not going well. Just like my circulatory system is not going that hot either. Oh my god, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on right now, but I'm sorry that I'm a bit slow right now. Trying to keep it up for you. Pioneer getting hit. That's why I'm also using my standing desk right now. I actually slept pretty well last night, so I'm not sure what it is. Cancer Shrek, maybe too much sport today? And a bit too warm outside? Trying to keep myself hydrated, but I'm having a bit of a tough time here right now. Spitfire getting shot by the SDKFZ 7+1. And it goes down. IG got another 17 pounder. And Tanner is a big pickle here. Stuck getting hit. 6 pounder trying to do the job as well. I think sitting plus warm weather just not a good combo for my body. So I will try to do the rest in standing with a bit more water. Sexton coming up here, trying to hit the HMG. Piet could move forward. Pagoni trying to come in. Good amount of forces coming in here. Rumble versus Pioneer. FH trying to hit the 6 pounder here once more. Back Panzer 4. Yeah, every single tool here is better for Onord. Every single tool is just better. It's tough to cast this right now because, like, obviously Tanner is trying, but if you don't have the toolbox anymore, like, if you have to do everything with an, I don't know, with a ox, and the enemy has a Maserati, or at least a good tractor, just so tough. No, it would. I don't think it would drastically change towards balanced. I mean, most of our games end before the 50-minute mark, but it just would lead to a couple more grindy games, and especially between Maverick and Maverick, between Maverick games, you would see more longer games, because it would be more about killing things. Like the gameplay would change, not necessarily the time, like you would see more suicidal pushes, more pushes that wouldn't make any sense other than I need to win now because otherwise I know the other guy has the better late game. And we would see different decks a bit more. And like deck building and so on would be way less interesting because sometimes people just will then take C-phase cards to just outlast the opponent and so on. Just that you have that one more card of infantry to outlast your opponent's Maverick deck. You can't take card inefficient cards at all then. Or like, not at all, but like it's super risky to take card inefficient cards without the time limit. Like it's still so beyond me why Eugen ever decided to get rid of the time limit. Like everything in this deck building system and in the air system and so on is based around the time limit. Like the endless air reload and so on only makes sense with a time limit. And somehow they then decided in Steel Division to get rid of it. It was a pretty stupid move. But hey, at least we rectified it for the tournaments. And hopefully we will be getting it eventually for the normal game as well. As Eugen still said, it should be coming, but the question is when. Rumble around Dragon here, running into Pioneers. 12-12 is back, but 12-12 is not good enough. 38 minutes in here. Sailor trying to come around. Jagdpanzer moving forward. The Field Stiger P moving forward as well. Okay, Sexton here. Still trying, but did they really do anything this game? Feels so laughable. Sexton. Like for the price. 17 pounder here trying to deal with Elephant. Elephant is out of HEs, so it can't do anything back, but the Flak 41 is doing the job. And Elephant in the north stops the crumbles as well. Another nice try there, but yeah, Befield's Tiger still holding out against 17 pounders, also the perfect frontal armor to survive that. Befield's Tiger gets the half track. IG-33 reloading another time. 13-11 for Onord again. And the 17 pounder goes down to the IG-33. Jagdpanzer in the south, coming up, gets penetration against the Crusader. Crusader trying to get away. There's little left here. Befield's Tiger also gets kill after kill. Dragon gets hit hard by the IG-33. SK-18 in the north. Another artillery piece on the battlefield. 1410 is on. Infantry fights here didn't went super bad for Tanner, but doesn't matter if you can't push any further forward because there's just everything shooting you when you do. Stuart goes down in the south. Crusader AA needs to move around here as well. Needs to get out of there. That's the Pioneer. Moves forward. G33. It's the Dragoni. Panzer Grenadiers will try to grab some more territory as well. 1410 is on. It's the 40-minute mark. Dragoni here getting hit hard. Half-track getting hit hard as well. Looks like the Saxons are now getting really close to get the Flak 41 kill, maybe eventually, but not able to do so in the end. 17 pounder here under heavy fire as well. SK-18 will try to hit the Dragoni. MG42 and Strelky here. Infantry fights really not going Onord's way, but time limit continues. Dragoni get hit by the SK-18. Elephant will hit the Sexton. Sexton doesn't have any supply trucks anymore left. Goes down there. Dragoni on the fire. It is. The deck of Tanner is just so empty. Cromwell moving around the Jagdpanzer. Trying to overwhelm it to the head of the Crusader AA. Crusader AA gets the kill there at least. Pioneer will throw in TNT. Tanner might get some flags down here, but there's still a lot in the rear. Onord obviously not going for being super efficient right now either. And that plays a bit reckless now. Yeah, Flak Panzer moving forward, but Tanner surrenders now. And Onord wins this series 2-0, as you can see. Was way more efficient. And yep, this is rough for Tanner. 2-0 down. Onord on a good way. Now, good first step towards the playoffs again. Whilst Tanner has to be winning the next series to have a chance alive to not get demoted next season. Or he will have to go to Division 2 again and has to fight there. As yeah, Onord was just always a step ahead. First Panzerna is an interesting division, but didn't quite bring the push that was needed here to overwhelm the 20th Panzer Grenadier before the heavy combined arms was online. And once that was online, there was basically no chance for Tanner. Tanner tried time and again, but there was just no weakness there to be exploited.